The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Aging starts at the cellular level. When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. In the past decade, we have witnessed unparalleled scientific discoveries. During that period, key patented compounds have focused on mitochondrial growth, nerve growth, and rejuvenation. But no one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. We now have the synergistic solution, DNA Force, just one of the key compounds. BioPQQ is backed by major clinical studies and over 175 PubMed-listed published studies. You want the best that's out there at the lowest price anywhere? The ultimate value, cutting-edge, trailblazing game changer that also supports the InfoWar. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force from InfoWars Life.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there's a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, InfoWars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security on sticking their hands down on the pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere. And that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch, the Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level. I've always believed in nutrition and herbs. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Sourced from powerful organic herbs, harvested around the planet, and then concentrated for maximum potency.
I just received my Male Vitality about 3 days ago, and I must say, that is good stuff.
After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic Super Male Vitality formula. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose.
I jump out of bed ready to fight these criminals every day. I look forward to waking up and taking my Super Male Vitality and getting the day started.
It's not just the Super Male Vitality. All the products at InfoWarsLife.com are simply amazing. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from InfoWars Life.
Listening to an Infowars.com frontline report. It's Alex Jones.
Now, I've got a bunch of callers, Matthew, Linda, Eberus, Lionel, and others that have been patiently holding about the global crisis, the Ebola, the collapsing border, all the wars that are getting started, the dollar being devalued. Why is this all starting to happen now? What's behind it? Well, the globalists are behind exacerbating much of it and manufacturing some of it, but undoubtedly they're going after a goal. What is the goal, and what do you think the next big crisis is going to be? When we're done with these 4, 5, 6 callers that are on the board, that's all the Genesis phone system takes is 5, 6 calls. Our phone system can take up to 100 at a time. We open that up on Sundays. Then we're going to open the phones up for your questions for Dr. Edward Grouper, your comments, and we'll get into some other medical news today as well, talk about Obamacare as well, but specifically talking about the ingredients that are in DNA Force that is the platinum standard of these type of products to clean out the body, to energize the cells, to allow your body to protect its telomeres, technically, which extends their life. I want to specifically get into the ingredients that are in DNA Force, and then I'm going to stop talking about it. Because, by the way, we've been plugging this for about 20 minutes. It's going to be sold out by this afternoon at the current rate. So if you want to try it and support the InfoWar, that's great news. Our only problem is it'll take up to 12 weeks to have more of it back in stock and produced. The ingredients are that coveted, and there's a lot of industrial stuff that goes on at these levels. Even trying to get a hold of it. We were messed with the last year trying to get more of the clean iodine to make the survival shield. Well, that had the research develop into a deep earth mine source from the pure purple crystals that no one else has. I mean, you literally put it on a hot plate, it turns into gas in front of you. And so now we developed X2 out of that. So that which does not kill us only makes us stronger, or to use a biblical quote, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. But these really are. We set out to not just find the cheapest crap we could and then put a good pitch behind it and make a bunch of money. We set out to say, what do we want to take? What is the best, the most elite, hiding in plain view that the establishment is into, that no one else is basically aware of? And that's what we bring you at InfoWarsLife.com. And then it has the win-win-win of funding the InfoWar. You get a super high-quality product at the lowest price anywhere out there. And again, it's normally $134.95. Excuse me. We're discounting it out of the gates for $129. And again, we should be selling this for $600 if we don't want the leading competitor to absolutely go completely ape. And I'm not going to get into the type of stuff that goes on behind the scenes when you do things like this. But there's a reason we sell more ProPures water filters than anybody else, because we sell for the lowest price. People tried to stop us from doing that, but we already have a contract and an agreement. People try to stop me doing a lot of stuff. I am a capitalist, people, and I believe in highest quality products at lowest prices. If I had a restaurant, I would want the very best meat, the very best vegetables, the very best fruit, the very best fish, and the very best service. And I would want it to be a good value and affordable. That's how you take over and supplant the death culture of the Prozac and the Ritalin and the GMOs and the aspartame and the hydrofluorosilicic acid. I've known all this stuff, and for the last 20 years was convinced they might kill me any minute, so I would eat huge chicken fried steaks and drink all the beer I wanted to and work till 2 in the morning almost every night and just not care. Until Tommy Pilata, the movie producer, about 5 years ago, we were riding mountain bikes, and he said, "Alex, you've just ruined yourself." And he said, "You ought to quit all the stuff you're doing. And, you know, they've convinced you they're going to kill you, so you're killing yourself. You ought to pull up for the long haul." And I listened to him, and he was right. And it's been a long haul of 15 years sitting on my fat butt, 5 years trying to get back. But the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And I've already come 500 miles, folks. So I'm not here judging you. I'm not on some high horse, okay? That's why we're talking about all this, because shopping with the good guys, supporting the liberty movement, funding us. We don't have George Soros money like Huffington Post or Media Matters or MSNBC. We don't have taxpayer money like they do, like NPR. We are funded by you, and we love you and appreciate you. That's why we bring you things that we are super proud of. And I said I'd stop plugging because I want to go to calls and get into other medical news, but we have to, with Obamacare coming online and the eugenics and the death list for the veterans. We have to take care of ourselves. I don't want to go to these hospitals with superbugs. I don't want to be around this. I want my kids to be healthy. So I've got to religiously get them to take their vitamin E and to take their fish oil. I've got to religiously give them their high-quality whey and fruit and juicing. I've got to go all the way, or I'm a bad parent. I've got to protect my children. I've got to take it to the next level and stop being lazy myself. I've already made a lot of changes, Dr. Group, but I'm ashamed of the fact that I haven't gone all the way like you and others have. So specifically, mention what else is so interesting about DNA Force. Then I want to segue into these super viruses, super bacteria, the superbugs killing people, the Ebola. What is going on? But first, what else is in DNA Force?
Well, that's a good topic that we can talk about. I mean, you know, and it all goes back to, even with all these superbugs, keeping your immune system strong, keeping your self-healing mechanism there, which we all have a self-healing mechanism, but by design, that with all this attack, it's designed to attack our self-healing mechanism. This is starting from the cell up. It's got the bio-PQQ in there. It's got trans-resveratrol in there. Resveratrol is the studied nutrient from red wine that's gained popularity as a strong antioxidant and a cellular protector. It's got the pterostilbene in there. Now, this is pterostilbene is a polyphenol compound that comes from blueberries. Everybody knows the antioxidant capacity of blueberries. Now, one dose of this would be the equivalent of you eating 500 cases of blueberries. That's how much power that we packed into each daily serving of pterostilbene. And
this is over the top.
That's over the top. I mean, you know how good blueberries are as an antioxidant, all the proanthocyanidins in there, all of the antioxidant compounds. Pterostilbene is one that was taken out that was researched as one of the most protective elements of blueberries. And we actually, by a company that's done the studies on it, and we actually put that in there. So instead of you having to go out and get 500 cases of blueberries, all you have to do is you can get the protective force of that just in this capsule. All the CoQ10 out there, most of it is in China. Most of it's poorly absorbed inside your body. CoQ10 is an energy producer. It's a cellular protector. You know, we have the best form of CoQ10 in there. I mean, you can get CoQ10.
Hey, what's the one that's so supercharged that they find in comets?
That is the bio-PQQ. That is the bio-PQQ, and the way it's pronounced is pyrroloquinoline quinone. And that...
There's Chicago Tribune. Comet dust seen as key to life. PQQ, and we have the comet form, the true pure. What is this stuff?
That's the $14,000 a kilo or $12,000 a kilogram stuff.
Well, I guess now it's going to be 14.
Now it's going to be 14 because there's going to be a low supply of it. But that was one of the things that your dad first recognized and came to me with and said, hey, let's look at this and let's put this formula together. And what else would you recommend? Let's collaborate and put this like the top of the line cellular protective, cellular antioxidant formula together.
But it's in comets. The only place they're finding it, and unless they extract it here on Earth out of other compounds, is in comets.
Well, it's more potent than vitamin C as an antioxidant. And the good thing about it is it actually helps stimulate new mitochondrial growth and nerve growth factor. So anybody with cognitive conditions, you know, another good thing about this formula is that...
By the way, you know my Achilles was torn halfway through, and I don't want to have surgery. I'm so concerned about flesh-eating bacteria and the rest of it. And I'm not just saying that since I've been on this a month, it's literally the numbness has gone away on my heel, and it looks like it's regenerating.
Well, that's some of the technology of the bio-PQQ. Bio-PQQ is just a trademark name. That's the company that actually developed it, isolates it. You can get PQQ from other places, but why get that? You don't know if it's contaminated. It might be coming from China. It might be coming from Japan. We have the best source with the clinical research. You can look up online bio-PQQ, and you can read from the website about all the things that it does. But what I'm excited about is it has regenerative effects. So this formula not only is a DNA cellular protector, it puts a force field around your DNA. Okay, because what the globalists want to attack you, they want to get in and alter your DNA. They want to change your DNA. They want to imprint new things in there. They want to destroy your cells. This puts a force field around your DNA and actually helps protect your cells. Now, obviously you need to change your diet. You need to drink more water. You need to avoid all these chemicals. You don't want to take this and then still be drinking tap water all day long. Still eat GMO foods all day. You know, a big part of anti-aging...
It's like a cop wearing a bulletproof vest. You wear a bulletproof vest, but you still don't want to shoot yourself in the chest with a .45.
Exactly. You want to reduce the amount of rounds coming at each individual cell every day. Like I was talking about shooting a water-filled balloon with a .50 caliber machine gun. I mean, you know, you take the... You know, if the machine gun keeps shooting, no matter what you're doing on the inside, you're constantly combating it. You know, there's only so many, you know, antioxidants and everything you can do to neutralize all those free radicals that are being shot in there. You definitely need to, with all the stuff that we talk about here, and make people aware and educate people on all the toxins and chemicals in water, all the toxins and chemicals in food, all the, the stress levels. As a matter of fact, stress causes cellular damage faster than anything else, which is what we talked about. But not only do we have all those ingredients in the formula, but we have... Tibetan rhodiola rosea, which is an adaptogenic herb which is used for ages to increase your energy levels, to reduce stress levels, to help as an antioxidant. There's so many uses for that. As a matter of fact, most herbalists will tell you that of all the herbs that they've studied, they'll say rhodiola rosea is one of the most powerful herbs as an antidepressant and as many other things. And, you know, people that take antidepressants, actually, a lot of them are able to get off of that. So not only is this a DNA